Guys, Rich Hottinger here again with Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, and as promised, I'm going to give you 10 ways to make your listing stand out and get sold. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 10 ways to do this. Number one, and it's an obvious one, and that is price. So I'm not going to dig too deep into it here. I actually made a whole video that you can check out on my site, and it's called the 3 Tips to Selecting the Right List Price for Your Property. I go into a little more detail about how to do that, but obviously you want to list the home within the framework of what the market is bearing. If you list too high, you're going to reduce your showings dramatically. I suggest listing a little more aggressively. And in that video, I give you some ways to derive the listing price. Okay, so number 2, improve the curb appeal of the property. Now, you don't have to go crazy here and spend $5,000 in doing this. So what you can do is maybe some power washing the driveway, maybe the roof. If the painting needs touching up, mowing the grass, trimming the bushes. You don't got to go, plant a whole new landscape or anything like that. But it's just to make when they pull up, it has a nice little appeal to it and it looks good. The next thing, number 3, professional photography. Do not have the agent go in there with a cell phone and just take some random shots of the home. You got to think about this. This is the age of the internet, and you want this listing to look as appealing as possible in the whole mess of other homes that are all scattered all over the internet on Zillow, Realtor.com, and all of these things. So professional photography goes a long way. And also the age of the drone is here. Getting some aerial shots of the home, and where showing where it is within the neighborhood or what the landscape is around the home. You could even get drone shots of a pool area. They could do some amazing stuff with the drone. So highly recommended to get that taken care of. Item number 4. Internet and social media exposure. As I just spoke about, the internet is a very, very popular place. Nearly 90% of all real estate searches are starting online now. It's not people walking into sales centers anymore. They're sitting on their couch after they get home from work and they're searching for homes, and they're on their phones and things like that. So Facebook, social media, YouTube, Instagram, all of this stuff. So when you select an agent to help you sell your home, you may want to make sure that they are up to date on what's going on with all the social media, and they do have access to marketing your property in that manner. Number 5, do not cut the buyer's agent commission. A lot of times the sellers will ask you to negotiate on the commission. So usually 6% is the standard. They try to get it down to 5%. So essentially 2.5 to one side and 2.5 to the other side, buyer agent and selling agent. This is a detraction for people showing your home, and you shouldn't want to detract from what the people are making, or when they bring a buyer, what they're going to be making on the commission. Another way to do this is if you want to work a deal with the listing agent and they sacrifice some of their commission, that's fine. And you can do the listing where the buyer's agent still gets to 3%, just like they normally do, and then the listing agent will either take 2.5 or 2%, whatever they want to do, whatever you can negotiate them down. You don't want to disincentivize anyone from coming to view your home as far as the realtors go. So again, the list agent wants to eat some of the commission, that's fine, but in the MLS it should be that the buyer's agent is still going to get their 3%. If you want to take it a step further, you can even offer bonuses to the buying agent, $2,000 bonus, $5,000 bonus, whatever you want it to be. But I mean, not essential, but the big thing to focus on, do not cut their commission to disincentivize them. Okay, number 6. Offer to the prospective buyer a 1-year home warranty that covers a lot of the stuff, the appliances and and some of the systems in the house. And these programs actually cover quite a bit. They're about $400. There's several vendors online. One of them that I used was Select Home Warranty. Used them in the past. It was like $400 and something dollars, $425, something like that. So it's a 1-year warranty. So this gives the buyer a little peace of mind that if anything does go wrong within the first year, they're covered on that. Now, if you do go this route, you really want to get this thing listed in the MLS so it is out there and everyone knows, not that it's some secret. So let it be written right in the MLS write-up. Tell your realtor to write it in the write-up in big bold letters somewhere. So that's a nice selling feature, and that does incentivize the buyers to maybe come your direction and give you an offer. Number 7, select the realtor that spends his own money to market the property. So what does that mean? That means you don't want to get a realtor that's just going to take your listing just to get a listing and then just throw it in the MLS and just hope that someone sells it. Now, I will say this, that 85 to 90% of the time, someone else does sell your listing, but still, you want your realtor to be spending his own money to be marketing this property and getting it out there in front of people. So make sure to ask them, what is your marketing plan, and how do you go about getting exposure to my property? Number 8. Have a broker open house or have your home placed on a caravan. So an open house is obviously, you know what that is, just a broker where the brokers would come and tour the home. But the caravan is when the agent goes to his office and he notifies everyone, all the agents that have prospective buyers, about the new listing, and the brokers will come and take a look at your home so they have it fresh in their mind. And usually what happens then, they'll come to the home that morning that you have the open house, and once they get done with the event, they will go right to their computers and they'll start blasting it out to their buyers. So this is a great way to gain more exposure through the agents. Okay, so number 9, you want to make the showings as easy as possible. Too many times we have people that want 24 to 48 hour notice. Well, in some cases this is okay if you have call ahead notice that you're going to be doing showings on a certain date from a buyer. But if an agent is working in a bit of a hot environment, so to speak, in a sales center where there's quite a bit of walk-in traffic. We have one of our sales centers in the lobby of a hotel where there's quite a bit of traffic, and it's like this. A buyer walks in the lobby, they want to see properties now. If your home is not accessible, we can't show it. Obviously, the traffic is going down, and you're not going to be getting any viewings, and that really cuts your chances to sell the property. So you want to make it the path of least resistance for people to come in and see the property. That's the quickest way to sales, is obviously getting traffic through the home and eyes on the home. The internet serves its purpose pretty well, but a lot of people like to come and take a look for themselves and see what's going on with the home. So if you can, make it accessible. At the very most, 24-hour notice, but if you can have it ready quicker than that, that would be even better. And then for number 10, create some type of fact sheet. Now, if you're someone who did quite a few upgrades on the house, say you put a new roof, a new pool, whatever you did to make your home stand out, you want the buyers and the agents to know about this. So have a pamphlet, send the facts to your realtor, have them draw up a pamphlet with a stand that gets placed in the home. So anytime a buyer comes in, they can see the list of what has been done. This can also be used in the marketing that the realtor is going to do with his own money, of course. So these are the top 10 ways that you can help get your listing sold quicker. If you found this helpful, check out my other videos on my page. And until next time, that's it for now, guys. I could always be reached at 386-237-0097. Again, I'm Rich with Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate.